Hey, hey, hey. We're here with a couple of Begg knives. And I'm not going to really go over all the details and the specs and all of that stuff on these knives, but I do just want to talk about the Glimpse model in general a little bit. And these are older models. This is the MIG Civilian, M-I-G Civilian. And this is an early model Glimpse. Now, Peter from A Therapeutic Edge did a great video recently on a prototype MIG Civilian. So what I'm actually going to do is at the end of the video, I'm going to link my Begg playlist and Peter's video over there. Like, I can share the love. And I think Peter did a great job because he did a lot of research and got a bunch of dates and information on the MIG Civilian that, quite frankly, I didn't do. Because he had done just such a fantastic job, I wanted to just shine a little bit of spotlight on him. But I wanted to just talk about Begg knives in general here for a few minutes and the Glimpse model. Now, we can't talk about Begg knives without talking about Jim Skelton's old Big Red Bodega. The Bodega is really what drew me to Todd Begg, Begg knives, Mark Begg, all of that. And yes, there was some family drama that I'm not even going to talk about. And I'm not going to let you guys talk about it in the comments. So if you want to talk about the family drama in the Begg life, the Begg family, you can go somewhere else. But the Bodega really drew me to Begg knives and Todd Begg. And I didn't really like the Glimpse. It didn't appeal to me visually. The shape, the blade shape, the handle, all that. It wasn't my thing. Until my brother, God love him, bought one on the secondary market for a great price. And it actually had some problems. So, and then another friend of mine, he sent me one also. I think actually my other friend sent me one first. I don't remember the timing, but I actually had two Glimpses here at my house because I was friends with Mark Begg, and I drove over there and talked to Mark and dropped him off at different times. And long story short, I really kind of fell in love with the Glimpse model, having two of them in my hand for an extended period of time. Because I hung on to my brothers for a while until we got together, and then I handed it off to him personally. So it just gave me time to handle them, carry them, and whatnot. I then went on to buy 3 or 4 more of my own Begg knives, or Glimpses. And in my playlist, you'll see, and I talk in more detail about my brother's saga, my other friend's saga, with getting theirs repaired and warrantied and all of that stuff. So, and in those videos, I talk in more detail about the Glimpse model and how I really came to like them. These do run on IKBS bearings, the original style with loose bearings. So it's just the ball. So you take this apart and the balls are going to just go all over the table. As my friend Cliff, who owns both of these, found out when he took this one apart. And balls went everywhere, and he was searching for them for a while. Okay, maybe that's exaggeration, but they did get all over the place. He was not expecting loose bearings. I think these are very cool. The Glimpse model has really grown on me. These are much thicker. The Glimpse models that I owned were very much more slim. They were very much about the thickness of this Bodega in their engraved series. So they were thinner. These ones are in the same realm of Big Red and what they came out with originally. So if you're interested in Glimpse models, I think they're awesome. They did make a Steelcraft version overseas of the Glimpse and the mini Glimpse, and they're great and fantastic. This one is G10 scales. I don't remember the blade steel on this particular one. They did a lot of RWL 34 and a lot of 154 CM, just in general. This one is, I believe it is a carbon fiber frame with koa wood inlays, both front and rear, with a carbon fiber backspacer. Jeweled liners. The civilian MiG was much more of a budget-friendly user type knife, and so they didn't go to the inlay version and things like that. What is interesting here, if we look close, there's kind of like a, I don't know what you would call it, like a seam of the G10 there. And there's also kind of a weird line here on the backside too. That is actually present on the prototypes as well, because Peter and I actually got together for lunch yesterday and we got to compare both this MiG civilian and his prototype MiG civilian. And they are very similar, and they both had that little ripple, if you will, in the milling of the G10, which I thought was very interesting. So these, like I said, these are several years old. These do go back in time. I don't have the dates, but I believe Peter found out much more information and put them in his video. So I just wanted to really show these a little bit and really just push you over to Peter's video. That's what I really wanted to do. And hope that you go and watch some of my other ones in my playlist because, well, you know, it's my channel, but Peter is doing some great stuff. He just not far, but he just raced right past me in subscribers and views and all of that. So he is doing some great stuff over there. So if you can't beat him, join him. So go check out Peter at Therapeutic Edge and subscribe to him. I mean, he's already ahead of me, so why not help the brother out, man? So there you go. I appreciate your time, and we will see you on the next video.